Hello everybody, welcome. So it's Monday, usually we do Masculine Monday. I've got more bookmarks to make, so I'm afraid it's going to be kind of like a one-sheet wonder, but going to be cut into strips. You could make slimline cards from the designs that I'm about to do very, very easily. Basically, don't cut them as thin. And yeah. So anyway, hope you're well, hope you had a great weekend. And great to see you all in here. Those of you who are on the live chat, thank you so much. And the reason I'm making bookmarks is because on Sunday I am off down to London. Then hopefully getting a plane from London to New Orleans. And going to be meeting up with, now apparently about 500 or so Stampin' Up! Demonstrators from all over the world. And doing some swapping and getting business stuff, business tips and talks and networking and stuff like that. So, hi Anne, Tina, Bonnie, Valerie. Who else? Sally, hello. Hi Shaz. Hi Lorraine. Hi, Nienke Van Art, hello, welcome. Hi Joy, Andrea, Glenna, Joanna. Oh, glad to see you're getting better, Joanna. Hi Dagmar. I'm such a global, well, it's a global company, so that's good. I'm just having a bit of coffee. Okay, I haven't picked up colours yet. Just have a quick look at what I've got. Oh, it's got the new Tempting Turquoise. Oh, I keep calling it Tempting Turquoise. It's not that at all. It's Tahitian Tide. Tahitian Tide. Maybe with some pool party. Maybe some... I've been using these colours quite a bit recently, but I really like them, so that's what we're going to use. Maybe a bit of yellow in there. Maybe some basic grey and I don't know. Okay, if you're wondering why this plaster is on my finger, I literally just hurt it. I was shutting my gate and I caught the skin in the lock. There we go. So it was, I thought it was going to be fine, but it started bleeding a bit. So I thought rather than alarm you all, I'll cover it up. Okay, so I'm going to use a bit of this Oceanfront. Not a bit, I'm going to use it to create a long design across my paper, which I think you guys have seen me do before. Hi Cindy. Hi Sheila. Yes, it's very vanilla. Yeah. Okay, so this bit of pool party. I know I'm going to get these crossover lines, but I can live with that. I may add some additional texture across there just to hide that. So we do have some other Just going to add some of these as just a bit of texture. So these are like ripples or tree rings, or they can be whatever you want them to be, really. Oh, I'm adding them all over now. They've multiplied. I quite like those. Oh, that's quite nice. Don't know whether to add anything else into that just yet. Oh, I wonder whether to pop some. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I had a sort of an idea, but wasn't fully formed. Okay, I suppose these are a bit like sun rays. I didn't ink it properly. Right. Okay. Interesting. I was just cutting flowers for a bouquet and the bugs are biting itchy itch. Oh no. What flowers were you cutting? Ah, now I am wondering whether to cut this up first or whether to add some other textures in there. Oh, I quite like that one from Brightest Beauty. I'm not really going for realistic. I probably didn't need to say that to you, but you know, just in case anybody was wondering if I'm going to go for realism. It's not happening. It's more design today and abstract kind of concepts. And when making or stamping bookmarks, you know, you've got to think repetitive because you're going to be cutting these up. Oh dear, Elaine. Lost track of time, joining from Lakewood, Ohio. Are you on holiday, Paula? I like that. Wondering whether to use this one as a kind of alternative dottage. So I did this in Pool Party. I'm wondering whether to do it in. Well, I could do it in the Tahitian. I mean, just because it's masculine doesn't mean it can't be detailed. sailboats. Oh, I know, I don't have any sailboats. I'm just going to have like weird trees growing out of it, I think. But as I said, I'm wondering about cutting them first so that I'm in more control as to where they go. So I'm going to start cutting them down now. So I cut them down to 1 13/16. My brain couldn't handle doing anything too technical tonight, guys, because I've been prepping for a class tomorrow, and I realised twice today I've cut measurements wrong on various bits of paper. So it's been a little bit frustrating. But anyway, getting there. And I filmed a couple of videos for you guys for when I'm away as well. Did that this morning. And then we went to the cinema this afternoon with my family and some friends who are staying at the moment. We went to see Bullet Train. Just to say, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's got a lot of action and fighting and swords and guns. But it's also, if you quite like dark humour, it's quite funny. It's got Brad Pitt in it. It's quite hilarious. Right, this is my weird tree growing out of the sea, of course. Trees always grow out of the sea, you know. Oh dear. Hi Cindy. You're polishing bells. Oh, lovely. Yes, I know what you mean about the sails. Yeah, they do look like sails on a sailboat. Yeah. Okay, now I was going to go for basic grey for my tree. So the tree's kind of like a two-step stamping. You've got the bold, solid part, and then you have the detail that goes over the top of it. So I don't know if I'm going to have to stand up for this. I'll try and see what happens. Oh well, if I don't get it perfect. Oh, that's not too bad. I actually quite like it without the foliage, if you know what I mean. I quite like it. It's quite different. Sparse. I'm wondering whether to do the treetops in the pool party so it isn't too jarring. I see I had got Mossy Meadow out, but I think that's going to be too dark. I don't want to actually bring masses of amount of attention to the treetops. I think the key word here is harmony. You know, it's quite a harmonious looking piece, so I don't want to do anything that's going to be too jarring. So because if I stamp with Pool Party over the top of what I've done with the yellow, it's actually going to give it a slightly different look to down here anyway. So, or I could do it in the Tahitian. Ooh. Oh, actually there's two stamps. I've just realised I've got that one and this one. So I could do the underneath one in Pool Party. I'll do the top one in Tahitian. Okay, Ruth, let's see how this works out. Oh, that's a bit high up. bit lower. Oh, perfect. It looks a bit spooky without leaves, yeah. Well, I thought it just looked ethereal. So they handbells, Cindy, they're going to be using. You like, who says I love the floral stamp? Oh, the one from Brightest Beauty. Yeah, it's lovely. Oh, that was a bit too high up. Let's try again. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Well, I'm afraid when people swap with me, it'll just be fairly random what they'll get. I mean, they'll be able to choose if they want to, but... Oh, I missed that one out. Ah, so what do you prefer? With the pool party or without the pool party? Now I'm wondering whether to stamp that underneath or just to leave it. Oh, I've forgotten that one as well. Hold on. Okay, Ruth, stop getting away with yourself. So I'm just going to grab that one to finish off the one that I forgot. I think I'm nearly done, guys. I don't feel like it needs any extra dottage because it's already got... Oh. I feel like it's already got enough on there. I just think it looks very peaceful. So I did want to stamp that little with love stamp that I'm putting on all the bookmarks. It's going to be my little trademark. What class do I have tomorrow? In the day I've got a class with my local ladies. And then in the evening I've got the white ink class on Zoom. So I've got a busy day tomorrow. Right, I'm not going to mount and baggy these because you've seen me do that process. So if you haven't seen me do that, just have a look at my previous videos, because I want to move on and make another one. I really enjoyed making these. So calming. Wondering whether to do them in other colours. Like, I don't know. What other colours could you see these in? Or could do sort of like purpley ones, couldn't I? Another piece of cardstock ready. So I've already cut this cardstock down so that it measures 6 7/8 across, and I've just left it long. Now the other background I wanted to have a go with was this one here. Maybe doing some of this. So still using the Oceanfront. Have I still got that out? Yes, I do. Okay, should we go for a slightly different blue this time? Oh, pink, purple and blue. Oh, okay. Oh, I could do fresh Freesia instead of... Should I do that? try and keep it masculine still. I don't know if pink will go, but we'll see. Oh, hold on, have I done that right? Oh, actually, I wonder what would happen if I did it that way. Do something a bit different. I don't think I've ever stamped this stamp this way round. I tend to always do it the horizontal way. It's a bit different, isn't it? I like a bit different occasionally. Go for So Saffron Rays this time. It's quite nice to do when you hit on a design that you quite like, to repeat it and see what it looks like in different colourways. There we go. Get a bit balmy blue. Had something on my stump there. So although it may seem quite repetitive, please remember that these are going to get cut into thin strips. So also it means that if you do make a little boo-boo somewhere, it's hardly ever going to be noticed. Or if you can just cut that section out, and you're not going to waste a whole sheet. So these are a great kind of project if you're a beginner stamped one sheet wonder person, if you're quite new to this sort of process of like stamping whole designs. If you're a bit worried about getting it wrong, then you know, cutting it up into bookmarks is great. Right, let me just remind myself what I did on these. Oh yes, the triangles. Quite like those triangles. Bring the fresh Freesia back. Or I could do Highland Heather. Sorry, I change my mind very often. I'll say one thing and then something will pop into my head and I'll go, oh no, let's try something different. Okay, so Highland Heather. Love it. Such an interesting design just to throw in there. Not only in this sheet, but to actually have it in that stamp set with the other floral. It's very, very brave of Stampin' Up, I think, in terms of its design concept. Oh, I like that. So I'm trying to clean as I go because my room is plenty messy without me creating lots more mess. Now last time I didn't do second generation, so I'm going to try and do it now. Ooh. That's really fun as a texture. Really, really fun. I feel like I need to do a little bit more of the blue though. The balmy blue. I suppose it could make its way into the tree. Well, I'm just having a think. Okay, I'm going to go with a Highland heather tree. Oh no, hold on. I need to cut it first, don't I? Okay, is there anything else I need to pop into here before I do that? Is that blue? I'm just wondering whether to add something else. Maybe even just bring this back on. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while. Hi, Elizabeth. I like these colours. Good, good. Okay, I'm going to cut these up as quick as I can. So 1 13/16 is what I cut these to. And as I said before, if you want to make slimline cards out of these, just cut them slightly wider. And maybe not cut them down to the height that I'm doing these. Just leave your cardstock as is. So if you have any questions about the process or the products that I'm using, please do email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. I'd love to have the pleasure of your company again. And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much for coming in and checking in on me. Always much appreciated. Okay, I think this one would fit over here. I'm wondering whether to go darker, guys. I'm not feeling it for the Highland Heather. I feel like it needs to be a bit darker. Let's go for Gorgeous Grape. There we go. That's better. I love how each one is so different. Well, not so, sorry, not so different. Each one is different, but it's got similarities. Okay, let me see if I can rescue this one. Oh, just about. Right, so then the tree trunk. I could go back in with the Highland Heather for the tree trunk. And so this time, rather than doing the tree trunk first, I'm doing it second, because to be honest, it's easier to place something after you've done a dark outline, the dark image first. It's easier to figure out where to put it. This will hide my boo-boo a bit. There we go. Right, so now I'm thinking blue trees. Oh, where did I put the last lot? Oh, there they are. Blue and then maybe fresh Freesia on top. I'm not too sure. These are quite psychedelic looking, aren't they? They look like something off an album cover from the 70s or the 60s. Fun, fun, fun. Now, what colour do I go in with? Wondering whether to do the Gorgeous Grape, or is that going to be too dark? We'll start with the Highland Heather, as usual. Hi Janine, hello Phoebe. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's kind of fun. That'll do. Hi Pamela. There we go. Excuse me. Right, let's get Gorgeous Grape back in again for my little with love. Oh, I seem to keep catching. I'm going to just give this a little bit of a trim round. If you ever find that your you keep catching your stamps and getting halos, just give them a little haircut. Just makes it so much easier. Right. And with these small sentiment stamps, you need to press very gently and make sure you're putting your stamp down parallel to the paper. Right? Sometimes it can be tempting to kind of look at what you're doing and try and see what you're doing. Don't do that. Just trust that it'll be fine. Just do it. And a gentle pressure, because if you push too hard on these small sentiments, it will squish the rubber and you'll end up with a distorted image. You see the difference between that one and that one. Get a scrap bit here. So I'll do that one nicely, and then that one pushed too hard. So you can tell there's a bit of a difference between the two. So just push gently, practice if you have to, so you can figure out the right amount of pressure. And everyone's hands work differently and muscles and stuff, so you've got to find the best way for you. Right, I like these. These are so psychedelic, man. They look very trippy, don't they? Oh well. Right, so the colours used for that one were Gorgeous Grape, Balmy Blue, Highland Heather, Fresh Freesia, and So Saffron. Did I use any of the... No, I didn't. Yeah, it was just those. Aren't they lovely? What fun colours. And the colours I used on this one was Tahitian Tide, Pool Party. Where's the basic grey gone? Oh yeah, basic grey. Where's the Daffodil Delight? Oh, there it is. Daffodil Delight. Is that it? Oh, that was it for that one. So that just had 4 on it. Because that one had 5. Yeah. There we go. All right, now have I got time for one more? I want to do just one more. Perhaps slightly different. So let me know which colour scheme you guys prefer. Got the yellow and blue one and then the purpley one. Aren't they fun? Hi, Miss Levine. Nice to see you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was yawning. Oh, dear, dear. Right. Oh, there's a piece of cardstock sitting there ready. So, last one, I think, of the night, guys. So, I want to try it with a bit of mountain air. Maybe do a little bit of Parakeet. Alright, I'm not going to worry too much about that end. I can cut that bit off. That's nice. Quite like that. And then I think I'll bring Oceanfront back in for maybe a bit of Balmy Blue. Should I go for something a bit different? Go for this one instead. I think I will use the tree again, but in a minute. Just pop a bit of this on. No, we'll go with a normal horizontal line there. And again, I'm not trying to be realistic with this, it's just about getting some colour on and textures, having a bit of fun with it. terracotta tile. Oh, I don't have that one anymore. That was one from a few years ago, wasn't it? It retired. The closest thing to terracotta tile though is Calypso coral. Yeah, so I could do a Cajun tree with Calypso coral leaves. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be nice and dramatic. Right, instead of doing the sun rays in the yellow, I'm wondering whether to use this stamp instead. Just do some brighter yellow bits at the top. So, okay. I'll just bring some of that yellow down into the water a little bit. Now this suits me perfectly, this making of bookmarks for swaps, because I do find the idea of making one thing 50 times, my brain just like can't cope with that. Even though I probably can do it. I have done it in the past. But I actually also like the idea of just giving people a choice. They're all going to be bookmarks, but everyone's going to, you can choose the one that you're drawn to, as it were. So... right, I think that's it now. I'm just going to cut this up and then add the tree. Hi, Heidi Shaw. Oh, I meant to cut it a different way, didn't I? But never mind. I had that bit right at the beginning that I wanted to cut off. Because you do have like a bit of wiggle room, just to, if something's not quite right, to cut it off. Right, so what were we saying? Cajun Craze for the tree. That would be dramatic, won't it? Right, let's do that then. Hi, Lane. Now, normally I'd be using a Stampin' mat, but I haven't today. I'm just pushing firmly. Hi, Carolee. How's work? You back to work? An evergreen trunk. What, on top of the... oh no, that would be... I think that would be too dark. It would clash. It would just go a murky colour, I think. Yeah, I'm happy to keep it all corally for the tree. my Calypso coral gone? Oh, there it is. See what I mean? Because it's a solid, it would kind of obliterate the detail if I did it too dark. Or did you, Phoebe, did you mean to stamp this section in the evening evergreen? Is that what you meant? And then do the tree, the canopy in. Is that what you meant? Oh, didn't get that quite right. Sorry, I'm going to have to hover over the top a bit more because I'm missing it. Oh, I bet it is busy. Beginning of term. Yep. Ah, yeah, got you, Phoebe. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Now, I'm wondering whether then to go for a peachy canopy then. Go for pale papaya. And then go for a... yeah, then go for Calypso coral over the top of the canopy. Just give this a little wipe. Hi, Cheryl! Yay! The internet's back, Cheryl. Hi, Karen Mackley. Welcome. Great to have you here. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's so kind of otherworldly. Reminds me of like something out of oh dear, that Disney film. The Kung Fu and everything. Oh, my kids will be killing me that I've forgotten the name of this. With the rings. Any Disney fans out there? Oh dear, I've forgotten the name. Come on, Glenna, help me. It's got a kind of Asian vibe to it, hasn't it? Oh, Avatar, yeah. Oh yeah, well, Dr. Seuss, yeah. Yeah, oh, Lord of the Rings, yeah. Oh yeah, this could be like the Elven Kingdom, couldn't it? Oh yes, all Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Yeah, yeah. I think it's designed to look a bit like a bonsai tree. This design. It's called Treasured Kindness, and it's just got some really great little elements to it that you don't necessarily have to use all the elements in one design. But I'm not concentrating. I'm not lining these up properly. But anyway, it's got, yeah, lots of different elements to it, and it's also got some nice sentiments too. I quite like mixing the different sets because then when someone gets it, if they're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, they'll be like, oh, Oh, what set's that from? What set's that from? Now I feel like it needs a little bit of dottage, this one. This is the only one that I feel that has needed dottage, because so I'm just trying to find mine. There it is. Because I haven't used Calypso Coral anywhere else. So there we go. We will finish on some dottage for those of you who are big dottage fans. Yeah, not too much though, just a little smattering there. There we go. Sort of coming down. Almost as if it's like some blossom falling off the tree. That's the kind of look we're going for. Nothing too heavy. You're right there, Glenna. You haven't fallen off your chair yet. The width I cut them, this section is 1 13/16, so that when I cut the base colour, which I know I'll do one now just to show you. When I cut the base colour, oh no, wrong colour. Hold on. Oh, so coral out. Yeah. Crouching tiger, hidden dottage. Very good. Very witty. Yeah, so it's when I cut them, they are just under 2 inches wide. So this gets cut to 7. And basically this gets cut to 2 inches minus a 16th. So you take it to the 2 and then take a notch away. So that if you do buy your cellophane baggies, now Stampin' Up! Used to sell them years and years ago, but they don't do it anymore. So if you just Google, go to your favourite online marketplace store, you know, whether or not it starts with an E or an A or whatever. I don't need to give them any more advertising, do I? And just type in 2 by 8 cellophane bags. You should have a few options as to where to purchase them from. But yeah, so they're basically just these cellophane bags. So we then glue them on. Oh, I've got to do my little stamp. Where's my little stamp? I've got to do my little with love stamp. I'll do that in the Cajun. So 1, 2, maybe there's one missing. 3, 4, 5, 6. So you just get this lovely thin border all the way around. It just makes it a little bit more sturdy. It just sets off your stamping as well to have that bit of a border. If you wanted just to stamp directly onto your thick, very vanilla or your thick basic white, yes, of course you can do that. And then maybe run your ink pad down the edges just to give it that little extra bit of framing. But you don't have to. Some people just like a clean edge. And of course it does save time. And of course my glue of choice is this Tombow multi-purpose adhesive, because it's a wet glue and it just gives me that little bit of wiggle room, time to move it into place before it sets. And I don't need to use much because they're going in the cellophane bag, so it's just to keep it together. There we go. You see, even though I cut these just under 2 inches, sometimes it can be quite snug to fit these in, because sometimes the cellophane bags aren't quite what I would call 2 inches, or they're just a little bit snug. So there we go. Right, so we've done 3 lots of tree stamping tonight, guys. We have the sort of yellow and blue one, purpley collection, and then this one, the coral and blue and bright green one there. So there you go. Well, thank you so much for joining me, guys. So there we go. That's 6, 12, 18 that I've done. I've already got 36 because I've filmed 2 more that I'm going to share with you guys next week. So 30, so what did I say? 36, 42, 48, 54. I've got 54 swaps so far. Yay! So ready to enjoy my front porch. I've got a friend visiting. Oh, lovely. That's great. Excuse me. Hi, Carla. Lovely to see you. Long time. Hi, Caroline. Might just have to rewind. Replay. Right. Thank you so much, guys. I can't promise I'm coming on tomorrow. I have a Zoom class in the evening, so I may have to skip tomorrow, but I will try and be back Wednesday. So there we go. And yeah, have a great rest of the day. Oh, thank you, Mona. I like them all, and I liked each successive one better than the first. There we go. That's the nature of stamping. I hope that the example that I give in terms of, you know, my sticking with the process and just having a go, trying again, shows that actually stamping success doesn't always come in that first sort of ink to paper situation. You need to kind of keep going, keep trying, mixing the colours and seeing how you go. So please don't feel it's a failure if you don't like the first lot that you do, because it's only in realising what you don't like and what doesn't work that then you're able to play and find the things that do work. So yeah, you know, you may end up chopping something up into little bits, that's fine, and just using it as for some mosaicing or something. But, you know, look at your work, think about why you don't like it. You know, what would you have done differently? Is there too much spacing between things? You know, are the colours too dark? Are your eyes being drawn to the wrong place? You know, ask yourself those questions whenever you do some stamping, and when you're trying to improve. Oh, great, Cindy. They're great little gifts, you know, for church, you know, encouragement gifts. Yeah, you can, you know, get some nice little sentiments to pop on them. So, right. Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining. Much appreciated your time spent with me. And see you guys again soon. Just going to get my desk back up. There we go. So if you'd like to subscribe, please do click here. And of course you can find me on lots of different social media. And if you want a catalogue, please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. And if you want to place an order, the links are all in the description box below. It'd be lovely for you, sorry, not lovely. Well, it'll be lovely for you if you do order, but it'd be lovely for me to have your customer ship. And I do send out thank you cards and vouchers to say thank you.